Oh, just take the audio.
It's
with
a
you.
whole
take
dump
my
of a
kid to
situation.
Walmart too. She didn't bring any shampoo. She won't use mine. Got too much hair.
Just use the oil on the hair.
That's funny. Old school style. Apparently,
I think they got barbecue sauce.
I just threw up. I just threw up in my mouth like that.
and I'll be back. See y'all later.
Actually, can you go back and stand?
Yeah, I can.
And then I can use you as the auto filter.
Sorry for volunteering you.
That's so weird.
It's okay.
The camera just cut off. Yes. Maybe someone else's face.
No one else's face is better.
Oh, I need to go get it.
No, it's because you licked it. Has nothing to do with the finger. I can't believe you have a 10 gauge cord to run this stuff. That's excessive. That's like a 20,000 pound winch on that vehicle. It's free? Yeah. Seriously?
It's $150 cable. I brought it up there and I was like, buying a bunch of things, whatever, and she was like, $150 for a cable? Fuck loads, and threw it in my bag. Deleted it off there. And I was like, no, I mean, I'm done with this fucking place. And I was like, that's not, man, I don't know what to do here. I'm so scared. Am I going to get in trouble as I leave?
You know what? I will drink one for this. Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah, he's gonna throw up, guys. Be ready.
Okay, let me put my headphones on so I can hear all your beautiful voices. Oh, yes.
Mic
So
check.
gross. You have been checked, Mike. All of you is
Hey,
clear.
you asked for this.
I did. So I just wanted to add some flavor, and I knew you brought something.
I don't know if it's
White
flavor.
boy flavor.
Whatever they're doing over there in Mississippi.
It's ooh,
Everything.
awkward. So I'm gonna start this off with we are here at the Razorback Ramble from the Razorback Land Cruisers, and the camera can see it way back there in the back. And this is a 3-day-ish, 3.5 day, 4-day event, 3-night event here at Hot Springs Off-Road Park. And what we have here at the table is a conglomeration of weird, strange, and fun. There's 2 fishers, and I don't know.
It's a long.
He's a wall.
I was going to make a joke like that just because of what you did to my tire.
Whoa. Oh,
I'll have to post a video of that in this so you can see what he did to my tire with his wong. And then we have over here someone who's going to be speaking for Ace Overland.
That's right.
So
Sam.
you guys are both speaking on behalf of Razorback, I'm going to say. And then, of course, me. Most of you are tired of listening to me. Jambo Bobo here, speaking for Toyota Jamboree. So if you guys want to really go around and just, this is what I want to start this one off, kind of how we did the last one, but a little different. I want to go around the room and each of you say, who you're here for, but why it is you keep coming back to this event. So we'll start with you, Jay.
So my name is Jay Fisher. I have been with the Razorback Land Cruisers for about a year now, roughly. What was the other question?
Why do you you can give me beer so I show up to the Ramble?
Yeah, this is my first one.
Is it? And I'm there. So why is it that you like coming back to this event?
Man, I mean, this particular park, I'm in love with it just because, the trails are accurately marked. Even if it's a little bit wet, you're pretty
Hold
dang
on.
good.
I know why he's saying it's not.
No, they're wonderful.
Oh, I thought you were going to make fun of the fact that the rain just washed out Snake.
Oh, yeah. All trails are like a 0.5 or so higher.
But there's nothing you can do about that.
This, compared to most parks, there's signs everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everywhere.
And the map's accurate. You know where you're at, the main roads to and from, all the trails, everything. They're pretty accessible. And I just got back from going out with your guys' recovery team guys. And, hitting some light trails, just getting the feel for it. A couple of them hadn't wheeled here yet before, so it's just, good time. Yesterday was nice and dry. Beautiful trail action.
Yeah.
But love it.
I think Colleen, Andrew, Clint, and Chris are all out there on the trail from Jambo.
Yep.
And they were supposed to come back and be here, but they were like, we're going to keep wheeling. See you, Jay. And Jay's like, I'm going to go be an adult, I guess. So this is what happens with the Jambo crew. And even at Jambo, it's like, hey, we got all this stuff going on. Like, you're good, right? Like, yeah, I'm good. Wait, where did you go? But we all do this to each other. It's fun.
I remember my responsibilities.
My responsibility trust.
Yeah. This is only my second time at this park, but it's really nice. The trails are really well placed for the most part.
So this is your. Hold on. No, that's right. So both times you've been here, I've been here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totality.
The totality and then this. Oh, that's
Totality.
still one of my
Oh,
favorites.
totality.
Yeah, you
That was-
say it right.
Yeah, man. God. Just the way it looks
I
at
guess I
you.
missed the entire word eclipse.
Total eclipse of the heart.
So awkward. I like it. And then you, sir, are gonna. So where is Sam? By the way, can we throw him under the bus?
Yeah, he's in Tupelo, sitting on his fucking couch playing
Call of Duty,
VR.
virtual reality. He's playing
probably-
off-roading as a VR guy.
No, he's killing zombies.
Oh, okay.
Guaranteed. And probably using like a broken pipe that he had to tape and shore up with different miscellaneous materials. He likes those games that it takes like 10 or 12 hours just to kind of get started.
Oh no! Isn't that called real life?
Yeah, that's why I play video games, is to get away from
Real life.
Like,
Oh my
I just
gosh.
want to like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
drop me in the shit and let me have some firearms and go.
But then,
Shoot.
why didn't he come here? It takes 4 or 5 hours to get here, get set
Well,
up, and
he-
get going. And
For Toyotality, he learned that his exhaust manifold is no longer 100% attached to the motor.
it's turbocharged.
No.
Then he's good. Just straight pipes
It's
right
dude,
out the.
It stinks so.
I mean,
bad.
Does it? So it's inside the truck?
So, well, no, it's right where the manifold bolts on the block.
Oh, so his
it's-
manifold flange is just not there.
It's all cracked. Like two,
Oh,
I
man.
believe 2 of the cylinders are. You can see the. Tell you what, there's soot on the hood and on the
Nice.
firewall
Nice.
from, exhaust.
I mean, he was stalling out. Just anytime he would stop for more than a half a second, it would
Yep.
stall.
Ah, not enough back
It's no
pressure.
fun.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got all the parts. It's just a matter of
Not playing
Time
VR.
and effort.
Did you hear that,
Time,
Sam?
because
Not playing
that's-
VR.
More
Not
money.
playing
Have someone else
VR.
do it.
Fix the
That's-
truck.
Have
So you can do
someone
cool
do
shit.
it's not as easy on that as it is on any of ours because he's got to take the sniper off. He's got to take the intake manifold off to get to the exhaust manifold, and then put all the exhaust on, put the intake back on, put the sniper back on.
That's tough.
I'm defending him, but he's being a lazy piece.
How
of
many
shit.
VR sessions do you think it would take to knock it out?
Probably 3. Just 3.
Depends on what game, but three's accurate.
She's about right.
Is he? He's got the Apple thing with the.
Yeah.
he's-
He
told me Sony-
He could play the game while he's working. He can see
There you
through
go.
it.
He can VR fixing his truck while he
Yeah.
fixes his truck.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Call into
Yeah.
help desk to have them VR into there and tell him what to do. He's like, like a game.
Help!
You just put the headset on and it's like arrows this way.
Help!
So at this event, I know tonight you're supposed to have a band. Is that
We
right?
do. The Dusty Rose Band's coming out to play.
All right, on. How long are they going to be here? Like 2, 3 hours?
3 hours. It was from 6 to 9, I believe, was the entertainment.
I don't have a sheet on me. Like,
Neither do I.
so do you guys do the same where we do at Jamboree, where we like make a map and then on the back you have your schedule and everything?
Not quite that.
Okay.
We just typically post it to the social media. But,
That's where-
opportunities for growth.
We joke back and forth. We're like, just put it on social media and tell them to check it out. But what if they get to the event and there's no signal because 1,500 people up there?
What if? That's
Well,
funny.
I
No
don't
signal.
know if I care enough. Well, we should still print it out, and then we have like stacks of them, and then we get people that are like, "Well, I didn't. Mine broke. Like, did you come get another one? I didn't know we had more. We have so many still left over. We had enough for everyone, and half of you used your phone, and the other half didn't, and they're here. Come get them." But I at the same time, I'm kind of with you, where it's like if we do social media and we update you before the event, screenshot it, have it there.
That
and I
requires
say that,
more than 2 brain cells.
but I didn't do it, so
You damn you don't.
yeah, I didn't do any of that at all. I
I
just
used
came here and
my-
went, Jay, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? And Jay's like, I don't know. I don't have a schedule either.
I used my map from last year that was laminated because it's snazzy. And it's
Yeah,
so
that-
much easier to hold it, and because I'm windows down all the time, so that paper map from this year.
So that laminated map, this was comical. My wife's first year at Jambo, we showed up on Monday, and Chris comes up late Monday night. He's like, hey, so what's Nicole doing for the next couple of days? And I was like, I mean, she's just going to be helping us move stuff and do. And he was like, she's an introvert, right? And I was like, yeah. He goes, she would love to probably just sit somewhere and do something very methodical, back and forth, over and over, like repetitive action. And I was like, what do you have in mind? Clearly you have something. He's like, oh yeah, we got 600 maps that need to be laminated. And I was like, what? So I went to Nicole with a box of 4 laminators, 600 maps, all the lamination stuff. And I brought it to the cabin where she was staying, and I set it down and I went, what if all you had to do for the next 2 days was stay in here into AC and just laminate maps? And she went, and not deal with people? And I went, yeah. She goes, I'm in. After day 1, she was ready to kill me. she was like,
She's not volunteering for that again. No,
so the joke for the whole next year, all the way up until this Jambo, when we didn't laminate them, the joke was, it's all right, Nicole will laminate them. And now she never sat in on our meetings like with headphones and chatted, but sometimes I'd have it on speaker and she'd be sitting in the room next to me and she would just go, nope, not doing it. So it's funny. It's those things that you prepare for, and then somebody has to do that labor, and then they're like, yeah, no, never again. It's like, I don't know. The social media side seems easier. Just put the schedule.
She earned her badge.
Oh, she did.
I feel like you could almost like have them printed in a different, more water resistant thing that would be cheaper and easier.
Maybe photo paper?
It takes an extra week for it to get out there. And we literally, so Chris can go to like Kinko's or wherever and get it printed in a day. But if you need something that's more complicated paper-wise or have it pre-laminated, you need 2 weeks in advance. And then they'll mail them to you. So our problem is all the different vendors, they start showing up last minute, and then they're like, yeah, I can make it, so put me down for this. And now we got to shove you in on the map. And then someone says, oh, we can no longer handle that. I can't put it on the schedule, so we have to change the schedule. So it always comes down to last minute. That's why, if you notice, I think you guys were doing the same. Or days before the event, we put like these activities are happening and more. Mm-hmm. These activities are happening and more, because I'm waiting for someone to give me confirmation that that's going to happen so I can put it in. So we can't really build anything until last minute.
I guess an option would be to buy that paper and then use that paper at Kinko's.
Maybe see if they'll do it that way.
Is it the paper or the ink?
I think it might be the fact that they don't have the paper on hand, the stock paper, the types of paper that they have. But I know Chris had made comment too, which is the dreaded, well, we'll just buy that printer and do it ourselves.
No.
Well, dude, we've done that.
Easy.
In the past, we used to print out our own maps and then laminate them. Like, we used to do all of that.
You better buy like a commercial printer.
I feel like I got gypped now that I went to Jambo and didn't have a...
Yeah, you paper map peasants.
Our goal is to have an app. So that's what I'd love to see, is to have an app where you can just log into it and it stores a couple of things locally.
Yeah, you have to download.
Right. So you can download the app up at the pavilion, because that was one of the things we were like, what if we put Starlink, not the pavilion, the front office, Starlink at the front office, and then just do like a guest router off of it, so when people come up, they can log in real quick, download that, but when they get away from the front, there's no internet for them.
Would you be able to download the whole park?
So that's as they come in, yeah, onesie twosies as they're doing it, and then some people like myself, I have signal up there. I have T-Mobile. I don't never have problems.
I actually was sending pictures and videos from camp at DFTW 4x4 halfway in the park.
Yeah.
I was book facing.
So you're gonna have to get there early, because otherwise your campsite's gonna be gone.
Oh, I got there at 1 a.m. Wednesday night. Yeah.
That's earlier than us.
Walmart.
Walmart parking lot.
The
bro.
old Walmart.
Were you at the Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the strangest thing ever.
There's like 30 vehicles.
Dude, it's packed. The back end of Walmart is literally Walmart crew is what we call it.
That was dirty.
The back end of Walmart, where things get great.
And great value.
Things get great value out there. Great value. We go out there the night before Jambo, and we hang out with a Walmart crew. Allegedly,
yeah,
because we don't condone going to Walmart and camping the night before Jambo. That is just,
pay
why
for
would you
a
do
room,
that?
you cheap skates.
Oh no. And we'll go out there allegedly and hand out swag and high five people and meet new people that come out, because those are the people that are like, no, we want to be here from the time it opens till the time y'all kick us out on Sunday. We're like, yeah, we're hanging out with you. And a lot of them have been there at least twice. So they know Jambo, and then they've hey, my buddy's going to be here. You should meet him too. He's good people. And it's just their family reunion before Jambo kicks off, like we were talking about over here. It's like, it's strange how that it's just Walmart hangout, man. We're just
It was
hitting
my
your
first
Walmart.
Jambo this year, so that was wild. I'm experiencing some red stuff that's stuck all over my car.
Forever.
Forever. And always.
I was waiting until after this to clean it out.
See,
It's not gonna happen.
I told the wife, I was like, it's going to rain here. I'll just get more mud and cake it on top, and we'll have layers.
Mhm.
Layers like an
Multiple
onion
colors.
of colors. Yeah.
You'll be able to see Jambo, Hot Springs, Jambo, Hot Springs.
Well,
A mud lasagna.
Well, 7-layer dip over here.
that just made it gross. The what is the Hawk Pride is red dirt, just like Jambo, and it shocks me too how much the park looks similar in spots. And that's why I shot the pre-videos. at
It's got
Hawk
like
Pride.
regular mud too, though.
Not near the entrance.
No, it's very.
It's all red right when you come in. But Big Hill, I cannot stop talking about Big Hill at Hawk Pride. Have you done that yet?
I only live an hour and a half from Hawk Pride, and I've yet to be there.
You only live in. I'm an hour from Hawk Pride. Yeah. See, this.
We just formed a date. We just
Yeah,
formed
You're
a date.
gonna have
It's
a double date.
mandate. It's mandated. Well, if we do that, I have a buddy who has a Tesla that wants to go out, the Cybertruck, and he's
No,
like,
I was thinking like a.
no, the
More
Cybertruck.
capable one.
What? Dude,
Ouch!
it lifts. Like he was sitting in my driveway with it. He was like, "Hey, check this out," and it just went up like 6 or 8
Oh my
inches.
God! My truck did that from the factory. Not anymore.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Sizzle.
Airbags are gone, bro. But no, he wants to come out with it, and I got to, because I want to take some shots of it, but I've got a lot of ideas about making fun of his truck doing the same things our trucks are doing, and all of us trying to pretend it's not happening.
Are we allowed? Can we shoot it while he does it?
No,
You said shots.
to
I want to
videos.
shoot my shot.
Video shots. I'm gonna shoot
Allegedly
my
it's
shots.
bulletproof.
It,
Yeah,
no,
per
yeah.
I mean,
9 mil.
I don't know what kind of shot you're shooting me. He's a good-looking dude, younger man, military guy.
I'm talking about. Well,
It's that kind of date. Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, shoot your shot.
Shots fired.
Sam, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one, Sam. Because I love you.
So what is Sam going to next? Ace Overland, should I say?
Back to the couch.
Back to the no, I mean after this.
No, I know Cruiser Crawl is here in October.
October. I'm gonna try and be here for that. That's
What month is this?
What's in July? Like 22nd to 25th in Colorado or Utah?
Something. There's
No,
something in
that's-
June,
that's
but I
not
think
ours.
it's like
I may be out of town doing work things. I have a real life. Sometimes it's weird.
Wow.
It's crazy. I didn't know it either until my boss called and was like, "Are you coming back from Jambo?" I was like, "Oh yeah. I'm just sleeping on the couch. I'm sore." But my goal is
bring me my rum.
we can all hear that. That was so loud.
I want my rum.
Do you hear that, Sam?
So that's gonna get muted. So do you guys? I know you guys host this event.
Yes.
Who's doing the one in October?
That is the.
Cottonland Cruisers.
I believe
Yeah,
it's
it's
Cottonland
Cottonland
Cruisers.
Cruisers.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a bunch of their guys, and we've got a bunch of the Mardi Crawl guys.
Yeah.
We have some of the G Smitter guys up here. Tornado Alley, they don't have an event, but they come down here because it's the closest for them.
Right on.
And I can't recall the other ones, but there's a couple other clubs that are actually up here as well. I guess Lone Star.
Yeah,
That's y'all.
Yeah, we're not Lone Star.
No.
Lone Star is a different event. We're just Toyota Jamboree, which I know that's always been a confusing point. But there is a Lone Star
Cruisers.
Cruisers.
And then there's another one in Texas, but I'm not remember the name. Oh, Dixieland's the other one. we have
Dixieland.
here.
There you
No,
go.
that's not them. That's Alabama. But they're
Oh.
up here.
So I gotta get with those guys because I'm in Alabama now, but they're Southern Alabama, aren't they?
I believe so.
So what's that, like an hour?
Just 4 hours. 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours.
I mean, every state seems small after I came from California. So
Dude, Texas is the
Jeez.
same way, man. When you drive across Texas,
11 hours.
easily, you're sitting here going, wait, I'm still in Texas? It's tomorrow
I'm
now.
still on the 10 freeway.
Yeah.
Anytime we leave from Olive Branch to go anywhere northeast, it's 10 hours to go from point to point in Tennessee, and it's like,
That's so Tennessee is long in one direction.
yes,
That's it. The rest of like you can drive through Tennessee in 2 hours this way.
easy. Yeah,
6 to 8 hours this way.
yeah. And when you get there, you're in another time zone. Like
Yeah.
by the time you get there to Roanoke, change over.
That was always because I used to drive from Maryland to Texas for Jambo, and I would come down 81 in Virginia, hit Tennessee, and then just be driving through Tennessee, and you can feel. To me, it was almost like this time warp thing that I'm going through as I go through Tennessee. Over the course of 4 to 6 hours, it becomes flatter and flatter and flatter,
Yep.
and the trees become shorter and shorter, and I feel like, all right, I'm making it to Jambo. Like it just two different worlds on each end of Tennessee. It's strange.
It is.
And-
East side is way more fun in our vehicles.
I kid you not, our honeymoon, because our first honeymoon was like the days after we got married. Me and my wife, we went to the mountains between Tennessee and Carolinas, did that whole Chattanooga drive and everything. And for the rest of our marriage, for 20 years, I say the rest, we're still married. She still hates me.
Still today.
She's still
Today married.
forced to love me. So we like talked about that area for so long, and we could never find it again. And then a couple of years ago, I was like, you know what? We're gonna find it because it's such a gorgeous area, like you're talking about. That that east side, the mountains there, going through. I can't find any trails though over in that area.
The trails are hard to find. You need to get locals. But Chattanooga area is probably my most favorite, just gorgeous Tennessee.
Pigeon Forge to North Carolina.
Yep.
That
Yep.
drive over those mountains
Yeah,
there.
Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg. Yeah.
Just gorgeous.
Yep.
If you've never been, take the family, go for a weekend. There's so many like tourist traps to do there.
Oh, jeez.
It is. It's a touristy place,
Yep.
but just drive through some of the mountains. Even on the streets, the whole time you're like,
And
oh
you
my
got
God,
the
I almost drove
Blue Ridge Parkway
Yep.
up there.
It's
That's
gorgeous.
That's fun to drive on.
Started taking my cat and my dog and the girlfriend.
Yeah.
In that order.
Go in that order.
My dog's in the
dog-
truck right
Chevrolet.
now.
Dogs first sometimes.
I'd like to go out east.
Yeah. It's beautiful. West Virginia, Tennessee, the Carolinas, like that whole like mountain range, the Appalachian. It's beautiful.
You're from New England, man. It's wall to wall gorgeous up there.
Well, so we did the whole Maine trip one year, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. Like we did that, and I'll be honest with you, it was dead of winter, worst time to go. Worst time to go to Maine. I had to change a tire at 10 o'clock at night in minus 10.
Yeah.
In minus 10, my pants were bricks when I was getting back in the vehicle. Like they were so hard, I couldn't bend my legs into my pants. And still,
Sounds like a personal problem.
right? Bend
Thank
all
you.
of my legs
I
in my
refrained.
pants.
I did it for
You
you.
need some snow
But
pants.
Oh, you do it for me a lot.
still,
every time.
most beautiful place.
Mr.
Still,
Wong.
I'm not even mad at how cold it was. It was beautiful. Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, that whole area, it's gorgeous. You like drive into a town, and the bridge into the little town is over a waterfall, and you're like, "What the? Get out of here! This is crazy! Like
And they
picturesque.
serve you crab cakes.
Lobster everywhere.
everywhere.
Lobster everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, we just found a random truck, and in the dead of winter, there's this random
Brothel?
food truck selling lobster
rolls.
sandwiches.
Oh
Oh
my
my God, dude! I'm like, how that? Just in the dead of winter, I was like, oh, you get a lot of. No, why are y'all here? I'm like, well, can I get one? Like, yeah. Oh, it's so good, beautiful area.
Yeah.
It's one of the things we talked about in the last podcast is depending on where you end up and where you go, and you see the different environments. And I again, we're chatting about that because I think that's what makes us like off-roading is to, like you said, man, I got to get out there. Like that's one of those things that makes us go to these different parks and makes us go to these different events. And I think
experiences.
these kind of events are what helps us come in and feel comfortable coming in. And this is one of those ones we talked about earlier. It's not as many people at Jambo, but that same vibe, that same feel of, hey, these are my friends. I haven't seen them in a while. I can't wait to chat, hang out with them. This is why I like coming to do this.
Yeah, I was talking to Craig earlier today, and Craig was telling a story about how he would just go to one of the events, and he'd only see those people once a year. That was like their annual reunion every year.
And it's that vibe too, because you show up and you're just like, oh my God, wait a minute, what did you do to your truck? And then you're just talking about their one change that they did, or it's a whole new truck, and then you hear the story, and it just feels like everyone's coming in to bring in their movie that they've experienced of a life for the last year, and you're all just absorbing it. It's
Yeah,
fucking
and
fun.
even if it's not the truck, you'll show up and you'll be like, I saw you had a kid 5 years ago, and you just watching their life unfold. It's amazing. Get a catch up. Sometimes you'll lose track of friends for like 5-10 years, but if you're seeing them every single year at this event, you're gonna see a little bit.
Yeah, Chris
Snaps.
made jokes about that with Erin, because a couple of years ago, Erin had made some things for Jambo. She made some markers that went on trees, and she made a couple of designs for things that we sold. And Chris was like, man, it's crazy. She's really smart now. I'm like, yeah, she's going to graduate next year. And he's like, what? Wait a minute. Hold on. Last time I saw her, and I'm like, bro, that was 16 years ago. Like, I come to Jambo, she doesn't. and then now, she's in college, and then he's shocked by that. And I'm the same way. Like 10 years ago, his oldest son, last time I saw him was in the hospital, and I was like, how's he doing? And he's like, bro, that was 10 years ago. He's fine. Like, he's actually on his own now. And I'm like, wait a minute, he's an adult? How old am I? Oh my God.
He's adulting.
No.
But
You guys also live cross country, don't you?
Nobody.
You guys live cross country from each other too, don't you?
not as bad anymore. But so like Chris used to come up to DC for work. So every now and then he'd come visit me. And then when I came down south for Jambo or whatever, I'd come stay an extra day or two to talk and hang out with him and his family and everything. Because I've known him since he used to work at an Army surplus store in Greenville, Texas. And I will tell you guys something. Statute of limitations. He should be good. He used to, when we would have a vehicle stuck out in the woods somewhere, he would snatch the deuce and a half from the Army surplus store and go drive and get us unstuck. Chris would steal a truck to save our lives. Thank you,
That's
Chris.
a trooper.
That's how we know he's down. He's down for this.
DTF.
I mean, just making sure it still runs, so you're selling good product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta lube the drive
just
shaft
gotta
every now and
make sure
then.
everything's good.
You know what I'm
Make
saying?
sure everything's
Great,
fine. It's fine.
Best quality.
Yes. Yeah, that's one of the things. Like I knew him from school, didn't chat with him much, and then my buddies were like, "Hey, we got to go over to the Army surplus store. Chris can sell us some cheap ammo," and he could. He'd get us a box of rounds for the M1 that we had, and then we would take that out to my mom's house, and Chris would be like, "Oh, I'll come by later." It's like, "Yeah," and we would try and chop a tree with a gun, just one round at a time,
Done
man.
that at my brother's house.
Yeah.
Doing that tomorrow, maybe.
It's supposed to rain all day, so
stay
we're gonna,
then. I'm just kidding.
play golf instead.
Wait, where are we going to shoot?
I have
Boom
to
booms
leave
and
in the
bang bangs.
morning. I was
Oh.
hosting my friend's 40th birthday at another friend's range that we have near my house. I think I've probably sent you pictures. And he's got 300 different guns,
Yeah.
ranging from whatever the smallest caliber I don't
BB
even
gun?
know. Yeah, all the way up to he's got 250 BMGs. He has a bowling ball cannon.
A what?
Yeah, I didn't
Cannon,
stutter.
a
A cannon
freaking
that shoots
cannon.
bowling balls.
When the
Good Mississippi fun.
I guess.
I gotta
Good
go tomorrow,
Mississippi.
guys.
Yeah.
So I think we're done here, guys. I'm gonna pack up so I can head out to Mississippi.
Yeah, I'm leaving at 6:30 or 7 in the morning, so come on, bring it.
This is good to know because I myself may have a new pew pew and I need to go. I need to sight that thing in. Yeah.
Please bring it on.
We'll chat more.
we all the way out to 700 yards.
I need you to post
Really?
that bowling ball shooter thing.
Yeah.
Actually, if you send it to me, I'll
got
put it
bids.
on here when
Yeah.
this is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got bids.
Ding, it's a cannon, everybody.
It whistles the funniest when
Because the-
from the finger holes
Mhm.
when it's spinning and it whistles so freaking funny. You can hear it a long way
Man.
away.
Make you One of those Nerf balls from the.
Yes. Oh my God, exactly the same. No joke. Y'all keep talking. I'm just gonna play the video while we're going. Go ahead.
So you got to send me that, and I'll put it on here.
Will.
And like we'll have to talk more in the future because I am 100% down to come long range. I'd love to. I haven't done 300 yards in a long time.
So far, longest that we're able to achieve as far as sightline was 1,000 yards.
Oh man!
And man, that's you aim about 37 feet.
22 Magnum.
Hey, you aim about 37 feet.
22 Magnum.
Hey, you aim about 37 feet in the air.
You might make it that far.
It might get there. What's his name?
In the arch game.
Jerry Michalik has a world record for 9mm, 1,000 yards. He hit a balloon.
Wow.
But he was literally like he was like this, like shooting it.
Shooting at 45 degrees.
Shooting my shot. How many rounds did it take?
I hit
No, I'm saying how many rounds did it take for him to do that?
him. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. Not many, but he.
You gotta walk it
you
in.
can't count him. You can't count him. He's
walking it in.
That's
he
insane.
is a beast as far as any firearm.
So we have
steadily
so
going
digressed away from the fact that we're here about an off-roading event. I swear that's what we're here about. So
Guns trump all.
they're fun.
Well, no, you
Hand in
don't.
hand.
The thing about guns is you need to transport them. That's why we still have these cars.
This so we can lock them up and drive them anywhere they need to go.
How many do you have with you?
Just the one.
Oh, sorry.
I got my finger gun.
Pew pew.
Just packing the one.
I got
I carry them everywhere I go.
Yeah.
One of them's a little weaker than the other, so I really got just one. So after Friday, Saturday, you guys are going to do the raffle and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are covering dinner 2 nights?
Yes.
Yo. What's tonight?
Beer night.
I know it's beer night. I
We
got my beer.
too. Craig, what's for dinner tonight?
Mexican food.
Oh, salsas? Is it salsas? Oh, I love salsas. That is last time I left here and I said, Craig goes, hey, would you like any of this food to take with you? I was like, yeah, I'll take some of the salsa. So it's called salsas. I didn't know that. So they brought me over the food and I was like, oh, but what about the salsa? And he was like, oh, we got rid of that. I was like, oh, that's the part I wanted. That's because it was a confusing thing. And so I left here, went straight to salsas after the totality and got me some salsa to go to take home, right? If I wouldn't have stopped there for that, I would have got home in probably 6 hours. Instead, it took me, what did I say, like 10 hours to get home because of the traffic that I ended up running into.
We
in
left
Memphis.
2 hours behind you, and we had about 45 minutes of traffic at the bridge at Memphis.
So that's what I'm saying. I stopped, had lunch, then grabbed salsa to go, and then got gas or whatever. And I'm right behind him. I was on the phone with my dad for 3 hours in Memphis. Right there.
Sounds exhausting.
West Memphis. Well, I mean, my dad made me talk crap all the time, catching up. And I'm
You
like,
don't ever talk crap.
no, I've never been that kind of guy. I never, you know what? Fuck
No.
you guys. You guys go shit it. I don't care about any of it. But yes, I literally sitting because of the traffic, because they closed down 50 and then they opened it back up because it was so bad. And I'm just sitting here on the highway going, are you joking? This is stupid. Yeah, for 3 hours. And then finally got home at like 2 a.m. Had to turn around, go right back to work. My boss is like, you all right, man? I'm like, I'm great. I'm fine. No, that was horrible. That was rough. But tomorrow, you guys, tomorrow's the crawfish broil?
No, tomorrow's Bubba's catfish.
Bubba's catfish. Okay, Bubba's catfish. And then raffle. So beer tonight.
Beer tomorrow.
Beer tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Dude, how much? Yes.
We're sponsored by
Flyway Brew Co.
Yeah, I think he was showing me some of their beers earlier. I needed. You know what? We should have grabbed one of those out here.
IPAs.
We need to grab one of those. Why are we drinking Young Longs?
Hang on.
There we go.
Oldest national beer.
I like the Young Long. The Yingling I first tried up there in the Northeast, and then I brought some down to Jambo. I don't know how long ago, and everybody stole my Yingling. I was like, what the heck? And then people were like, oh, sorry, man, it was really good. And then they start bringing me Shiners. And I'm like, all right, I love Shiners. That's cool and all, but I brought those for me because I can't get them down here. The next year, I took an order and brought in a bunch. And then the following year, I was like, do you guys need to take an order? And they were like,
Don't want to drip on any equipment. So
oh, you're good. You're good.
take your.
Yeah.
There you go.
Honeybird, Honey Blonde Ale. Ooh, from this is Flyaway, you said? Flyaway Brewing Company.
They're local here in
North Little Rock,
Yes.
Arkansas. Yeah.
We have their head brewer around here hanging out somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to chat with him. Because, I mean, I brewed for Jambo this year. That was fun. I say I brewed for Jambo. I brewed beer, and I gave it out to people at Jambo, and they respected me for it.
You walked past me with beer numerous times, I'd like to point out.
Yeah, but that was during the group photo. That was not my... Oh, my God, that is good.
That's what she said.
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't drink, so I'm not going to waste 2 beers.
Yo, that is really good.
It's like,
That is super
No idea what you're
good.
talking about, Jay. No
Oh.
beer's getting
No, no beers getting
there is
wasted.
no
None
wasted
getting
beers
wasted.
at Razorback Ramble.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't have to drive for a while, so I'm good. All I got to do is hold a camera. Nah.
And they have this, the whole steady, the gimbal thing.
No, that's what After Effects is for. And I'm shooting in 6K, so I'll just stabilize down to 4K. So you'll think
Is
I'm a
that how
pro.
it works?
We'll get Bobby down on the trail here in a little bit.
You got to stable down.
Bobby's night run cherry was popped right here.
Yes.
At Hot
Oh,
Springs
yes.
ORV Park.
I need
Yes,
to
it
still need to
was.
test out my new lights.
Yeah, I got
No, you
none
don't.
on the front of my truck right now.
I need to make sure they work.
You need more lights facing forward.
I'd
since
tell you
now have-
to look and see my lights, but we're kissing over there.
Oh, I
Yeah, he parked way close.
That dog's sleeping in the car.
Pan camera.
And he bumps into the car, and the dog head shoots up like, what in the heck is happening? I'm like, sorry, bud.
That's when you put a GoPro on your dog will be like, I'll look around for you, let you know what happened.
Oh my God, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
They make those for dogs.
Yeah, they make those for cars too, but those dog is more of a companion,
More important to moi.
more important.
Yeah.
We just got
Importante.
You can see him in there. I might go cut the AC on for him in a minute.
Your car's on?
It was on earlier, and then I cut it off, and then I cut it back on, and then I cut it off. It was,
The life cycle of a vehicle.
yeah. And then the next day I drive it, and then I just cut it on and cut it off. I'm more worried about the fridge in the back staying cold. Yep. Dog's good in there.
Go back
He's
to
happy.
Maine.
Right? Do we left beer? Me and my wife, we left beers on the balcony because I'm being the weird dude that I am. I take my camera everywhere I go, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so cold out here. The air is so dry. I can take some amazing night shots. So I set up my tripod, and I'm trying to get these shots. But it was so cold that any heat from the camera itself is just causing condensation.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, now I need to put I had a thermal band to go on my lens. Well, the lens that I had, it was so wide that the thermal band only worked on half. So there was a section of the lens that always stayed fogged the whole time. And I'm like, so I said, screw it, babe. I'm going to pack up and bring it in. And then we never finished our beers. So we left them out there, and they were frozen like bricks in the morning. And I was like, Jesus, it's freaking cold here. And knowing us, for all we know, by the time we set them down and then took all their stuff, went inside, we could have came outside and they were probably already frozen. It was so cold.
Negative.
I like
Negative 10, man. Change a tire in negative 10. Call me. That's dumb. In just a t-shirt and blue jeans.
Yeah, no, fuck no.
No, I was not ready for that. I was not.
I mean, like you lived in Maine. Did you not own a
No,
jacket?
I lived in Maryland.
Whatever.
But I know.
It starts with an M.
So what we did is we packed everything up the back of the vehicle, and my jackets were under things. We were in the vehicle, and our point was to just drive straight to the house that we were staying at, unpack, and then that night I'd get my jacket and everything out. Well, when we had the flat, her truck, you get it to everything underneath it.
Mm.
So I never, and the dogs were in there, the dog crate was in there. I couldn't get to them. I was like, it'll be faster if I just do this myself.
What car is it?
Do what?
What car is it?
Oh, it was a Dodge Nitro. By the way, the worst vehicle I've ever owned.
Excalibur's
Oh, I
pretty
hate
bad
that.
too. That's a Dodge, isn't it?
Ugh. I say the worst
Sword.
because I never owned that Jeep Gladiator that I posted up because I was renting that. I had to go from
You said the what?
Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. I went from Alabama to Texarkana, and the whole ride, that suspension, those tires, everything is so stiff. I got out at the first gas stop, and I got out, my back was on fire, and I was like, maybe it's just because I'm tired of driving, because I just drove Jambo back home the week before. I'm like, man, I gotta figure this out. So I got to the hotel that night, so sore, went and laid down in the pool. I was like, all right, I'm feeling better. Drove the next day to what we were doing was like 10 minutes away. And everybody that I took to lunch that day when we were driving around was like, dude, my back hurts. This vehicle sucks. It's so stiff. Every bump we hit. And I was like, okay, so it's the vehicle. And
So what you needed was about 20 cases of beer in the trunk and a ride.
That's
just
what
like
it
a
is.
This is
Cadillac.
proven.
that's
This
what it is.
proven.
It is
Yeah.
that light in the back end.
Yeah, our
It
buddy
hits-
Will drove in with those 20 cases on, and he was like, I've never felt my truck feel like a Cadillac.
Yeah.
And that's where I was so mad about it, because they do set up that rear end so light like that.
There's a reason they call it a half ton or a 3/4 ton or 1
Yeah.
ton. It's meant to put weight in the back. Like
hurt my back driving back home afterwards. It's like I hated that Jeep, and it made it funnier.
you said Jeep.
It was a Jeep. I hated
You
that Jeep.
hated the Jeep.
I
You
did.
hated the Jeep.
Because I did. I mean, that's why I made that video in the parking lot the night before I left to go back to Alabama and drop it off. I was like, dude, I got to make fun of this vehicle. This is pissing me off. I was going to leave it alone. I wasn't going to make fun of it. I wasn't going to do anything because I know the whole Toyota Jeep thing, but I'm like, no, this is bull. Everyone that was in the vehicle with me said the same thing, and I was like, this
Oh, and
sucks.
the damage was done already.
Yeah, mentally.
Physically.
Vertebrae.
It's over. Our ties are cut. Nah. I never wanted a Jeep anyway. It is what it is. I don't know. I think what happens at Jeep events versus Toyota events is people go to Jeep events to do something crazy. People go to Toyota events to catch up with each other and then go hit trails, right? Like I think the vibes are just two different animals. And I think that's why I like these kind of events way better. Way better.
And people are here to help.
Yeah, man. I did. I came in yesterday. I was like, hey, do you guys need any help? And they're like, no, we're good. And I'm like, okay, well, we're going to cause problems because we late signed up. So trust me. Let me know if you need anything. Sorry.
I came to help yesterday, and they started working or assisting or even volunteering around noon. And I was like, that's not going to fly. Everybody is hungry.
Yeah.
So I went, ran to Walmart, picked up 25 burgers, cooked them all up, gave
To
them out.
perfection.
My guy. I guess I showed up after
Wong
the
for
burgers.
win. The winning
burger
Wong.
lunch.
Yeah. So 25 burgers will make 25 people a little happier.
No,
A little bit.
17. 17 people.
17 people?
A couple of them you're going to eat
Brandon's
too.
gonna eat
It's
You're
gonna-
not wrong.
it's-
We had a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, Richard was going to town. Oh, that extra one?
Oh, yeah. You
Wait,
got another
is that
nugget?
it? Are you gonna finish that? No.
I guess I should have been there. That would have been
Dick
yeah.
on the draw.
Yeah, I did chop and draw.
Speaking of Richard,
Heck of a dick pan.
He was just saying somebody was using their self-made soft shack right on the trail.
Their homegrown
That
soft
was the
shackle.
message he brought up to me. He was like, well, I guess we'll get a call here in a second, but he need us.
Sorry, the sticker I stole from Jambo doesn't say recovery team. It says trail leader.
Yeah.
I do need to get one of those recovery team ones.
They
Yeah.
were all gone.
The event staff one there, I mean, if one of you wants some, like wants one, yeah, I could use something. We can do a trade here.
Are you a
Looking at you, bro.
looking at what? Huh? I'm sorry. I'm looking at Dick.
Good old Dick Draw McGraw.
What did he do?
Are your shorts any shorter? Like,
Just pull him up. There we go.
There we go.
Sun's out, buns out.
yes, that's why we call him Dick. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Who's purple, FJ?
I honestly don't know.
I don't know, but it's got the 6-inch
Drop brackets.
top brackets.
I'm pretty sure it's him with his back to us right there.
No, that is not.
No, Beverly, come join.
Oh no! It's gonna get crazy.
Yeah,
I heard she throws out some slang.
No, she flew in Spanish.
Oh.
for our Spanish
She should
speakers.
just sit here and just speak Spanish.
Oh,
the
you
entire
can come here and just translate for us. We have a
Yeah.
very large Spanish audience.
That's right.
This is
Do we?
Beverly. Beverly's
Let's do
coming.
this.
Mexico.
Texas, Mexico.
I'm pointing at her, but you can't see her.
No, she's like just out of frame. Frame's
Yeah.
like right there. Frame's
True
like
introverts
right there.
know where the camera's in.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah.
How violent?
She can like
is she? If
feel
I,
it
like,
as
go
she
get
walks
her
up.
and
She's
drag
like,
her over
whoa,
here,
there it
she'll
is.
see me.
Back it up.
My
Oh, you're
wife's
not
got a
looking?
kiddo at Hot Springs right now, and so I'm waiting for her to come back and be like, "What the hell?"
So I'm just been having fun here, literally just hanging out and chatting with you guys. Do y'all have any like messages to say for anyone coming out tomorrow, or this probably won't even get updated until tomorrow, knowing me?
Yeah.
For anyone who is going to come to this event next year,
Man, I mean, so this year's already pretty good. Next year's going to be better. We're going to start the planning here probably about a month after this is over with. Kind of like y'all do, and start implementing new stuff. And it's going to be, continual growth. Excited for it.
I am too, man. I am too.
Yeah, considering most of the planning really started late or early this year, but it's late for the time being.
Yeah.
We expect an insane turnout. It's crazy that we have more prizes this year than we have rigs probably here.
I guess that means I need to get in and get a raffle
It
ticket.
doesn't matter. Colleen's gonna win.
Probably.
Calling their
100%.
one ticket, she
Fucking
wins
Colleen.
twice.
I feel like
I've
that's
been around her 3 times. She's won recovery gear every time.
yeah. And then she makes the joke about, I already got this. I got this last year. Why do I? And I'm like, I'm sitting there going, we have a recovery team. She's like, oh yeah, I'll give it to one.
There
of those
is
guys.
no Colleen and team. No.
There is
It's
no
Colleen's
I,
team.
Colleen.
Yeah.
Colleen is a true team player. Do y'all
She
know
really-
she played hockey
No,
Still
and,
does.
and I think roller derby.
really.
Oh,
I-
that's
if
hardcore.
If you want to talk about anyone I'm afraid of at Jambo, like people talk about, Taylor's a big dude or whatever. I'm like, nah, man, Colleen. Nope. I won't cross Colleen. I'm scared. All 5'2", 84 pounds of her. I'm scared. I'm scared. And none of you are saying anything because you know it's true, and you're like, I'm not saying nothing because she'll kill me.
Probably so.
She has the mellowest temper, though.
She does. And it's great because like she runs the gate when people come in, and she's just like, really, man, when somebody's being, oh, but I did this and I did, and she's like, okay, buddy. And I'm like, wow, you're so laid back about it. So she's a perfect person to introduce herself to Jambo when you show up. That's the first person you meet. She's gonna have you sign everything. She just handles it smoothly. My wife was out there working with her 1 year, and she was like, yeah, no, I had it. It was simple. Colleen's got it. Like, dang.
So I've only been 2 years to Jambo. The first year was the year she overheated at the
Yep.
IV. Her face was as red as her hair when I checked in
Yep.
on Thursday. And I'm like, are you red? She's like, no, I'm okay. I'm good. It's like, okay.
Here's the thing. She was in the back of a truck getting
Yep.
an IV
With the
while
radio.
taking scores for the event
And
with a
it
radio.
worked. Yes.
She didn't stop working at all.
For Stampede.
Yeah. And that's the one like time where we tell people, all right, go get your IV, go sit in the RV, just relax, whatever. And she's like, no, I'm good. And she's in the back of a truck getting her IV, still doing. And I'm like, where's Colleen? Because I hear her on the walkie. I was like, I thought she went to get her IV. Where's she at? She's like,
Oh, she's
getting her
out
IV.
there. Yeah.
And she's still doing scores.
Yeah.
It's like, get out of here.
How do you score?
So basically, your time.
Oh,
So she's relaying the times, and then she's organizing them on who's got what time based on what class. And then she's saying, hey, who is it? This is their class. And then she's relaying back and forth. And then they'll hit the timer and then immediately relay to her. That way you don't have the person who's doing the timer writing the score down, right? That way you can separate all the duties so nobody gets overwhelmed.
Yes.
Because that's the one thing we learned.
Outsourcing is important with that
Yeah.
much.
With that much
Shit
stuff
going
that
on.
happens at Jambo, we're all about handing off duties to as many people as possible so not any one person becomes too overwhelmed.
yeah, you got to get tasks down to a more simple form.
So we have in some of our events we have like an SOP. It states on the paper, do this, do this, do this. And now that we have it all tabletized, right? She's got it on a tablet.
Tabletized?
Yeah,
Did you
little
just invent
XL.
that?
I'm from Texas. We're allowed to invent words. Have you never met George Bush?
All words are invented.
This is a new one, tabletized. So we tabletized it.
He said it 3 different times, 3 different ways now.
Yes, it's good.
Tabolatized.
so we tabola. That got me. So we have it on a tablet. I'll set up an Excel and everything, and then you can write little notes. Hey, check this, do this. Don't forget when this guy comes through, he's going to tell you this. Like, yeah, we get down to that nitty gritty because we know some of the people will literally tell one of our guys something, and then our guys will look at his truck and be like, no, that's not what those are. And then we make notes. Like you can see, everybody knows what size tire you got. You go over there and you see 285, 70R, 17s, right? Like we know what that means. Yeah, you're not running 31s. No.
Yeah, it's millimeter, percentage, and inches because this is America and they're confused as shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, at least it's not like in Japan, you have like your J's, your 10J, your 8J, your 7J, and you're like, well, what does that mean? Well, that's a 175 or what? Well, what does that mean? Give me it in inches. That's what 10J. Wait, what?
Oh, I didn't even know that one. I have to look it up.
Yeah. So to do it.
You just start writing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mama rolled your windows. I think I got to do the same too.
The windows I'm fine with. It's the wooden box sticking out the back of the truck.
Oh. So your box is getting wet.
Only because I'm sitting next to you, Bobby.
Half of this
Just
is gonna
you, Bobby.
This is gonna be an 8-minute video.
Sounds about
I'm gonna
right.
have to edit so much of it, or I'm just gonna go. This is definitely not for kids.
Just pay the
Nope.
fines.
Pay the fines.
Pay the fines and let it ride.
Not monetized.
I'm gonna go put my box up.
Yes, put your box
I
away.
need to roll my windows up before that rain gets in.
And then I think this is where me and you, we're gonna do the outro. So
Outro.
since we're the only ones left, these other people are piles of crap. You have a good day.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. You have a good day.
Right on.